Welcome back, Guardians. My name is Easy now and you guys are awesome, and what is awesome is some Crucible changes to gameplay and such things and mechanics that was announced at the start of this stream that happened earlier on today. So they started it off talking about reviving. Now reviving has been changed actually quite a bit. Instead of 5 seconds on a timer now, it is now 7 seconds. So if you revive someone after the 7 seconds and they die again, they will have another 7 seconds added onto their timer. So instead of going up in increments of 5, it now goes up in increments of 7, which is really good in my opinion. On top of that, to revive with any of the armors that revive faster, you have to be closer. It's going to take a little bit longer than it did. So you basically can't run over someone and revive them as you're sprinting. So they've stopped that, where you pretty much have to stop, revive the person. So you're going to need someone to cover you. It just makes it more tactical instead of just having a cheap, easy revive. And on top of that, the shields for reviving are going to be less powerful. So you're not going to gain as much of a bonus from reviving or being revived yourself. So changes have happened to ammos and ammo crates and such things. So you now spawn at the beginning of the game with special ammo across all different game modes. They recently changed this to not be the case, but then people started glitching sidearms and icebreaker. So they have given the people the ability again to start with special ammo, but now the crates work differently. 3 minutes into the match, the first special ammo crate will spawn, and then subsequently 2 minutes after that, another one will spawn. So basically, across the period of the time of the game, there is going to be available to you less special ammo than there once was. And on top of that, with the changes to certain weapons having less backup reserve ammo, this is going to make you use your specials more sparingly and save that ammo for specific encounters. Heavy ammo will now only spawn once a game, and this is something that secretly I've wanted from day one. Heavy ammo should only spawn once a game, and that is what they're doing, and that will be at the 5-minute mark. So at 5 minutes, a heavy will come in, you use it, you die, whatever. No more heavy ammo that game. I'm so happy about that. Things like mayhem will remain untouched because the whole point of that game mode is to just have all this crazy stuff happening constantly. But all other game modes across the board will have one heavy ammo spawn. Now, on to rewards, which I think we're all most excited about. So there is going to be an increased amount of legendary engrams and legendaries that drop in Crucible. With the new light level and the new game mode, they want people to be able to get to 335 light as a solo player, which means they're going to have to play Crucible to do that, meaning more legendaries have to drop to make it viable for them to actually want to grind and play. On top of that, there are different ways to now get to 335 light. One of them is the Shaq's weekly quest. So he usually has a weekly quest where you do certain things over and over and over again, and at the end you will get a nightfall reward type armor or weapon. That is now going to be something that drops up to 335 light. So doing those is going to be very useful for you as a solo player to get to 335 light. Trials now also in the lighthouse drop armor and weapons up to the max light level of 335, with the bounties that you complete for your package rewards being a maximum of 330 light. So you're still not going to get max level just from doing trials bounties, but you are definitely going to raise your light level significant by partaking in Trials of Osiris. Iron Banner, they have removed engram drops altogether. So instead of an engram drop, you will now get an Iron Banner drop, and that is awesome. Rank 3 and 5 packages have changed a little bit. The guaranteed items of an artifact and a ghost will now be level 320 light instead of 310 as it once was. Now you can get a 335 drop from your rank 5 package on top of that ghost, but it could also be anything from 320 to 335. So you're not going to be guaranteed a 335 drop, but it is possible. One of the bounties that was changed in Iron Banner is now went from being 2,500 score and winning the game to 1,500 score and a match completion. That bounty change is the most important thing for me in this update, because I absolutely hate that bounty with a passion, because I always get so close to it, or I do hit it and then I lose the game, and it was so frustrating. So with all these changes coming to Crucible and such things, and the weapon balancing, I feel like, you know, Crucible could actually be taking a step in the right direction, but it also depends on what people find to glitch or new archetypes of weapon becoming the meta. You know, it all depends on that and how people play, but I'm definitely excited for it. If you haven't checked out the other two videos I made today, one was on the Warlock nerfs and all the changes and buffs and tweaks that are happening to them, and the other was on the weapon balancing. So if you haven't checked them out yet, please do. If you want to leave some comments and tell me what you think about these Crucible changes, feel free to. I'm going to be reading them and hopefully replying to them. Hit the like button if you wish to, it helps me immensely and it only takes you a second. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah.